Good evening and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Monday evening. Hope everyone's had a great day. I know I did. Excuse me. One second, checking on something. Too many windows, not enough space. Boom, 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 boom. Aha, that's the problem. I'm crazy and I'm kooky, mysterious and spooky. I'm all together ooky. This family. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Community. Content. Live. Public. Publish. I just realized that the stream was set to unlisted, so apparently there's probably nobody here yet because the stream was set to unlisted. So we'll wait for people to file in. Still nobody here. Nobody here. Nobody here. Market seems slow tonight. Excuse me. Hoping to have another accident tonight. Oh, come on. TradingView is a new way of connecting. And I gotta put in my user and password every time. That's ridiculous. So give me a second. I gotta go in and get my password. Tradovate. All right. This is okay. Hey Macos, yeah, I do an Asia session once a week usually, unless it's a holiday or something. I usually do them on Monday evenings. Remind me where you're at again, Macos? It's 6:36 p.m. here. Kenya, that's right. Nice little pop there on NQ. Could have got 6. Well, thank you, Marcos. Appreciate it. Trying to pop up here a little bit, I guess. Popping up, continuing to pop, I guess I should say. It was a nice move up. I missed the signal. Nice little pop. I think we might be pulling back here a little bit. Hopefully more people show up. If not, it won't be the first time I've talked to myself. And a little bit of a pullback. Watching and waiting. We're watching and waiting. Blah, blah, blah. There's a blue candle on the 5. Could have taken that. Wasn't really watching the 5, but what the fuck? Where is everybody this evening? Where are you, traders? Why can't I find you? Still rising. Let's see in Q rising. Let's see profits on the way. Don't be a hater, Eddie. My mama said we're going to chop around. Bitcoin back under 65K. Still rising. Well, quiet night. Eddie, what do you need? Up to 820. Everybody's so quiet. Thank you continues to move upwards. Trying to short here. based on the 1 minute chart. Just kind of ran into 814 and stopped. Took it. Boom. There's 5.5 points. Still coming down. Could have got more, but we're slow. So 5 is, I guess it was 4.5, but it was appropriate. Wow, look at that move down. So that could have got a much more of a move. Well, dang it. Could have moved my stop to break even and just kind of let it go, but it's what I got to get better at. One of the things I got to get better at. Top of the hour coming up. I don't know. Maybe I should have been. Maybe I should stream tomorrow night. State of the Union address. I don't know if that was going to cause the market to be wild at all. Hi, Valdo. Welcome to the stream. Um, I don't like to chastise um, on someone's first post, so just two quick things. Don't take it personally. A, I don't like the use of the word retard. I consider that a slur. And second of all, we don't talk politics here because we welcome both sides of the aisle. Hi, Hassan. How's your blizzard? Hoping to make another $18,000 mistake tonight. Gold coming down hard. How long do you think it's going to take to get it cleaned up where they open up things? I'm assuming like the library is not going to be open tomorrow. Oh, really? Oh, so is it over? I mean, is it stopped snowing? Very nice, Navaldo. That's a great hold. We have a guy in the Discord. He held. He opened last night at the start of the session, the Asia session, and held for over 16 hours for over 600 ticks. Also MYM. Now, see, yeah, Greg, yeah. See, I just couldn't do that because, like, at one point last night, I took, he was short, you were short, I'm sure. I actually took 100 tick long trade off of YM. I put it on because it looked like it was ready to bounce, you know, and I actually went to bed and I got my 100 ticks. So, I don't think I could put a trade like that on and not have a trailing stop that will eventually get a hit. So I applaud people like you, Navaldo, and like Greg, who can just hold on to trades for long periods of time. My average trade time normally is less than a minute. Pulls back here, bounces, and then just kind of hanging on the 9. Oh, it would be unfortunate. I didn't say it would be. It would be wonderful if I made another 20K. Sorry, I was reading an article about Jelly Roll. I not sure. I must have miscommunicated something there. It happens. That's possible too. Short here, maybe. Yeah, kind of. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see how this purple candle finishes on the 1. You guys don't see the 1. I do. What the heck? We're going to try it. Merely shoots out back up. Not like drugs or anything. It's not shooting up drugs, but not copy trading right now. Just trading the take profit trader eval. It looks like this is going to stop me out. And I probably, purple candle had a bell, so it's coming back down. Maybe, maybe. Come on. Come on, chameleon. It's coming. But I don't have a warm and fuzzy feeling about it. I don't got the warm and fuzzies. Stopped out. Wow, look at gold falling. Gold today got, well, tonight got as high as 52.69. It's pulled back 50 points. Boop, 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 boop. Between yesterday and today, I sold about $4,000 of baseball cards. Back down to the 9 EMA on the 5. I'm thinking it wants to come down. I tried it once and it didn't work. Sent the image to who? Oh, yeah. I thought about sending it to him. Thing is, though, it was an accident. I mean, it was a good trade, and it would have been $200 per, per account on about, I think it was supposed to be 15 accounts or so, something like that. So, I mean, it still would, even if it was executed right, it still would have been like a $3,000 trade. I just got to get good enough that I take those all the time, and yeah, gold's dumping hard. It's down 36 points on the 15-minute candle. The frustrating thing is, and I really do think I'm going to start just trading gold on a 15-minute chart. Because look at this. This purple candle here was a trigger for that. And even this purple candle was a trigger for that. These blue candles back here would have been nice there. These finished above that 9, so they would not have counted. This was a good one. That one wasn't. But that was in a blue area, so that you shouldn't take that. This here was perfect. This was perfect. The signals just work on a 15-minute, it seems like. Now, I would never expect them to work for 37 points, 38. Holy Hannah. It's about ready to break 5,200. It is a wow. It's a whoosh, too, really. I mean, if that's not a whoosh, I don't know what's a whoosh. That's a whoosh supreme with cheese. The 15-minute candle just closed. It's still going down. Wow. Holy crap, it just went down another 20 points in 10 seconds. I don't know. I assume silver's doing the same. Well, here's a weird thing. Copper's going the exact opposite. Look at the copper chart. Copper just went straight up. That's a $1,500 candle. If anyone ever pays $1,500 for a candle, you're crazy. Let's see, I have a silver chart here somewhere. Usually silver and gold do run together. Yeah, silver's down hard too. What's platinum doing? Where's platinum? Why is there nothing on my platinum chart? There it is. Platinum dying too. Palladium dying as well. So copper's the only metal not dying. So let's say I had put a 1 micro on from that purple candle on the 15 with no target and just let it fall. From the entry to the lowest point, the entry would have been 32.42, and we've gone down to 51.63. So 80 points. That would be $800 on 1 micro. No, I didn't. I mean, I would have if I would, yeah. Like I said, I really believe I'm going to start using a 15-minute chart with a micro or two. Because, I mean, that would have been, with 1 micro, that would have been let's see, about a $90 stop. Use 2 micros and 180, keep the targets small. I can only do that on Take Profit and Tradify, though. Beautiful, Hassan, beautiful. I don't know where everybody else is tonight. I believe that means you owe me commission. I didn't think you normally trade at gold, but hey, I don't normally trade lean hogs. Oh wait, I didn't trade lean hogs. I haven't looked at lean hogs lately. I don't know. I assume lean hogs works with my strats. Oh, look at NQ popping. I'm still popping. That's a big candle, 15 points. Hey, Daniel. Good to see you. Yeah, with all these time zones, I gotta get out of the get out of the habit of saying good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever, and just say hello or hi or how you doing. Excuse my yawn. Yeah, I mean, I try to remember who's where and all that fun stuff. Taking any trades yet this evening or this afternoon or this morning? Yet, Daniel? I'm almost always when I'm on here talking Eastern time, even though I'm in Central, because most people seem to be in Eastern time. You just got to use what's best for you. And that's the best way to do it. Unless you need to say a specific time, like if it's a 1 minute candle you want to point out, and you look at this candle at X time, then right, yeah. Speaking of screenshot, did you see my post from the New York session today, Daniel? Yes, it is. It is still going. What level is that blue line you showed me at? Oh, I mean, I feel like if this trying to get in short now would be like chasing. Come on, break through that 9 on the 1. Get down there. Ah, bounced. CEL used to be a wild child a few years ago. Now it's boring. The amount of volume that CL has lost over like the last 5 years is just amazing. Stopped out that trade. I mean, look at CL. Here's CL. We'll go blow it up. Should have taken the long there. Darn it. On NQ. But anyway, now let's go to a yearly chart. And add volume. Not that. That. Thank you. And you can see, I mean, hold on. Back here, this was in 2017, 2018, 2019. It was doing 165 million contracts a year. Last year, it did 73 million. It's lost more than 50% of its volume in the past 6-7 years. When crude went negative, that's kind of what started my trading journey. Because I had a little bit of money in Robinhood, and I was in the rehab facility after my amputation, bored, and crude went negative, and I went into Robinhood and I started buying a whole bunch of oil stocks, oil company stocks that were under $1 a share. And as oil came back up, those stocks all like tripled and quadrupled in value. So the $100 that I had in Robinhood became 400, and I was like, maybe I need to learn how to do this. Thinking it was easy. Here's that short you were talking about, Hassan. I could have sold narcotics. They sent the I stopped all pain meds very shortly after going to the rehab. I was in the rehab for 9 months, and they sent home with me when I got sent home all the excess uh, narcotic pain relievers. True. I just couldn't do it. Not because of, I mean, the morality of it is an issue, but I couldn't do anything where I had to constantly worry about getting caught. The constant worry of being arrested would just wear on me to no end. Yeah, something tells me there's a lot of people in prison right now that thought no one would snitch. Big Papa and NQ. I love it when you call me Big Papa. I agree, Daniel. Gold finally trying to bounce. Speaking of bounces, so gold got down to 63, 163.9. So it's bounced up about 30 points, a little less. Bitcoin also trying to bounce after going all the way down to 63.4. All my RSIs are at weird spots, so I don't know what to say about it coming down here. I think somewhere near 50K, Daniel. Thing is, Bitcoin just falls when the indices fall now. It's no different than any, hardly, not much different than the other indices. Or now it's kind of trending with gold. When gold falls, Bitcoin falls, which is weird. So, I mean, I still believe we're going to have a big pullback this year overall in the markets. And that's just going to bring Bitcoin with it. And that's my just very uneducated opinion. You think it's going to go down that far? I think we might have to bury Michael Saylor if that happens. I mean, I think it was like 13 or 14 Ks where it fell to when FTX, whatever that big crypto one with Sam Bankman-Fried, when it went belly up and that all that happened. Now, if it goes down that far, Daniel, do you see it bouncing all the way back up? Or are you saying it's going to stay down in those areas? Move down here for you short guys. Oh, we're doing a lot of drugging and huffing tonight, aren't we? I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. And a big bounce right back up on the Q. Sean, your level of knowledge worries me. Mighty Axe Venture is going to have to start drug testing. I'll put Casey in charge of the drug test. Wow. NQ is going, wow. Fun fact about me. I worked in a porn shop for a week. Long, long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Okay, guys, I'm short. If I stop out, it's your fault. Yeah, I worked there for a week. Then I got sick, really sick, and couldn't go in for a week, and they fired me. John DeFore, how are you? John, you missed the most amazing thing. One of the most amazing things that ever happened to one of my live streams today. I accidentally made about $18,000. I entered a trade what I thought I entered with 3 micros on 15 accounts. I ended up accidentally entering 12 micros on just about every one of my accounts that I can copy trade at one time, and I got 34 points on 12 micros. So it was an average of about $800, anywhere between 722 to 848, because they all got out at different places on that. So overall, over the 20x, I'm not even sure how many accounts, it was about $18,000. It should have only been about 3,000 based on what I thought I'd entered. And I didn't realize it until after the trade was done. The trade was over in 32 seconds. I went to look at how much I made, and I'm like, what the heck just happened here? So all my accounts that were in critical care are no longer in critical care. Gold's bouncing up. I probably should have taken profit there for the 10 points. But you all have me thinking it's going to go down further. Yeah. Yep. Bouncing on the 9. Broke through the 9. Trying to bounce here, though. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I really wanted that 20 points, but I'll get out here. Okay. I'm out there. That was a good trade. Good short there for 12, 12 points. 29 to 17. I took that off the 1 minute chart. This is the one. You saw how this popped up here, and then big move there. And we had the one blue line and the red candle, so I took the short. Part of my reason of also taking the short was you guys talking about going short, but yeah, biggest trade of my life. You know, just a few years ago, I didn't make $18,000 in a full year, and now I made it in a day. Thank you, Hassan. And it looks like I'm very happy with where I got out there. Look at that. Look at that bounce back up. All right, Hassan. Have a good night. I hope your tooth gets better. We'll see you in the morning. Hassan. How did it go, John? How did that trade go? May want to come right back down now. You feel heavy.
Order filled.
See if we can break through this EMA. So far. Bouncing. Coming back down. Come on, break it, break it. Did I lose you, John? I asked how that trade ended up, the one you traded today, the or breakout. Wow. Do you remember what time that trade was, John? Was it like about 10 minutes after the open? or was it long later? Ah, bounced on me. See if it comes back down. Nope. I was stupid letting that bounce like that. I just didn't. It didn't really bounce off anything, so I wasn't expecting it to have its sustained bounce there. Took the loss there. Okay, that was later. I was wondering if we may have made the trade at the same time, but no. 10:30. Well, 9:30. That's okay. It's 9:30 my time. I'm not sure. Beautiful. Ah, should have stayed in that trade. It's coming right back down. But we're chopping here. What? How do you decide what the first take profit is? NQ right back up. Okay, so you use the top and the bottom of the first 15-minute candle, right? The body or the body and the wick? And you said the entry is using the 2-minute time frame? As NQ comes back down. Okay, so my only question is, I can see where at 10:34 Eastern, I can see the entry candle there. But my question is, I'm looking at the 2-minute time frame. Why wasn't the 10:04 candle an entry on that strategy? Because there, the body of the candle is also below the first 15-minute time. The 15-minute candle. Oh, maybe it's not. Hold on, I'm moving it now. Hold on, I'm looking. Yeah, it still works. Yeah. Huh. For me, it shows the body. It shows me that the body of the candle, the 15-minute chart that I have. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, maybe. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, it's close, but okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, okay, I can see how the solid that 34 candle is. I'm gonna go back and look at previous days now, just out of curiosity, and see how. It's weird how something like that works. And I've heard of opening range breakouts, you know. Just 2 more months or so, though, right, John? And Q rising up again. Doesn't want to die. I don't want to die.
Hey everyone! It's time to gore the like button.
I think I'm going to do a video of my accidental $18,000 win. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, it was only about an average of $800 per account. So mostly what it did for me is it got me back to near or just below break even on most of those accounts. Whereas now I have a good amount of drawdown on all of them to be able to be less worried about blowing them. Yeah, 30%. 30% on Tradeify as well. There was two Tradeifys there. And 30% on no 40% on Bolonox. Look at NQ rising. Besides, I still have a while till I get a payout. I mean, 6 of the accounts are up near about $1,000 total in profit now, but it's still a ways away before I could take a payout. I think the thing that shocked me the most was, that setup that I took. That setup appears probably 8 to 10 times a day, and it was. I'm using the word easy here, I'm putting up air quotes that you can't see. It was that easy to do. It took 32 seconds, 34 points, following the setup that was perfect for me, and I made 5 figures. And there's no reason if I could just get totally comfortable with my strategies that I could be doing that and repeating that over and over. And while I couldn't do that on live accounts with like 20 accounts on NQ, I don't think I could with ES. So I'm going to start playing with ES a little more because obviously I'm not going to be able to stay on Sim forever. And eventually, the goal will be to get as many live accounts as I can and then copy trade X amount in blocks. But, ES probably could easily handle 10 or 15 contracts at a time, one contract per account. Whereas NQ, probably not. I don't know what the happy medium on NQ would be there. Yeah. I think I figured out that I could have like 30 live accounts total. And if I could just do $200 a day on 30, I would be happy with that. $6,000 a day, 30,000 a week. Stop that again. I don't know, John. The way you've been murdering the markets, I see you making more than $150 per account. Nah, I usually don't bother with spring games, especially with the World Baseball Classic. Half the teams with the World Baseball Classic stuff. Good question. Uh, it's like it looks like March 3rd. Oh, the Phillies play Canada apparently on the 4th. Oh wow, look at NQ running here. I guess they're having some of the national teams play. The country teams play for the play against the major league teams as warm-ups. So on the 4th, Canada plays the Phillies. And then the real stuff starts the next day on the 5th with games going on at the Tokyo Dome, Puerto Rico, Miami, Houston. Nice job, John. I didn't really get a signal in this anywhere. I mean, I lie. I mean, technically, I got a signal in the 5 way back here. Look at that beautiful signal in the 5. That blue candle, I mean, it's one of those I could have just kept moving my stop up behind and would have gotten, what, 40 points. Holy wow. I'm trying to take something. I'm trying to do something different. I don't have it set up on this chart, but hold on. Well, it's almost time to go. Well, I have the 5-minute EMA plotted on a 1-minute chart. Let me see if I can do that quick, real quick. What's the name of this? I think it's time frame. Hold on. Yeah. So let me go down to 1 minute and then let me set up that correctly. Nine on the 5. And so you can see here, look how often the price touches the 9 on the 5, and then look how often it bounces. So let's just go from here, Beautiful blue candle bounce off the 9. Here it dipped under. Not really. Here, beautiful bounce off the 9 led to that. This one, kind of just dudded out. Here, another one. Here, another one. Here, another one. All of those work. I'm kind of looking at that. And we'll take our last trade of the night here. I'm actually a candle late on it. So we'll see how it goes. Took that one off the 1 as well. And it's 63.75. We're going to move our target up to right there. See if we can get it. It was screaming pullback here. Yeah, I've told myself a lot of my stuff always seemed too simple, and it kept working and kept working. And eventually I abandoned it because it just felt too simple, and I probably should have never abandoned it. I think the simple stuff is actually what works. I think the more input you have, the more confused you get, and you're not sure if you should take a trade or not because you're getting, you have so many conflicting things telling you yes or no. Yeah, I mean that's the main thing. Whether it's simple, complicated, somewhere in between, if you're comfortable with it, that's what matters. I didn't hit the close button fast enough. It's bouncing off that 9 EMA on the 1 minute chart there. I didn't get it closed fast enough, or got my finger on the button. Trying to see if it wants to come back down. Nope. Maybe. It's teasing me. I'm just gonna put my stop at break even. If it decides to hit it, it hits it. Yep, there it hits it. Never mind. Wow. Boy, I'm glad I moved that stop row that quick. I lost 2 ticks, but holy wow. Well, all right. On that note, we are done for the day. I do want to thank everyone for joining me. There wasn't a lot of people here tonight. I hope everyone has a great evening, and we'll be back in 10.5 hours. Talk to you then. Good night.